Hey, good morning, adults. I hope everybody's doing well. I want to talk about dorsiflexion, right? And what does dorsiflexion mean? It means the ability to have some flexion and range of motion in your ankle joint. And I'm also going to include the toe in that, especially the big toe, okay? Because that's the final part at which we push off. So one of the things that happens, I know personally with me, especially the older I've gotten, is I start to lose my hip range of motion, and I notice a lot of times when my feet, especially my toes, start to get really stiff, I turn out more. Okay, my foot turns out more. So I don't know how well you can see here, but so if here my feet are straight ahead, now they start to turn out. So I get an external rotation. So even when I take a step, what happens is my foot wants to open up. It turns out to get me through. And if especially when I travel a lot and I don't walk and I'm sitting a lot, sitting in a car, or the airplane, I get really, really stiff. So one of the things that I try to work on a lot is just doing range of motion things, real simple. So for example, and hopefully you can see my foot okay, but basically I just press my foot flat into the ground and then just try to drive my knee forward. Very simple. As you get older and you lose that ability to allow that knee to push forward a little bit when you walk, it becomes dangerous. You can trip. You have to be able to get through that foot. And again, we don't want to have our hips open up too much and everything becomes like a shuffle when we get wide. So all we need to do is just hold on to something and then work on driving that range of motion. Get it as deep as you can. Now, another way you can do it is if you have a chair or something you can put your foot on, all you have to do is press the foot into the ground and then just lean forward, okay? So I can put a little pressure on my knee and I'm really getting a nice stretch back through here, but I'm also feeling it down in through that thick cord, that heel cord or Achilles tendon, and I can just work on that, driving it, and I can work my knee outwards towards you, and I can work it inwards away from you, and I can get different range of motions there, okay? So really important that you do that. Even just doing baby squats with both legs will assess which one's tighter. For me, my left one is always tighter. I have a really bad toe on that side, and so the whole chain gets caught up in it. So now, the other part you need to start working on, and it's real simple, you can do this even before you get out of bed or anytime throughout the day, is grab on to your big toe, okay? So the fifth metatarsal, the really big toe, or the great toe, not the fifth. What you want to do is like in the ankle, I want to have that range of motion, but when I go to step and push off, it's the toe that's the last thing on the ground. So if you limit your range of motion and your flexion back towards your ankle with that also you're going to spin out a little bit more. So your foot will turn to the outside because you can't get over the toe completely. So doing stuff where, just like I did, but you just grab it, pull it back. But one of the things that helps if you can is kind of get a good grip on it and pull, like you're almost trying to pull it off. Okay, but just give it a little light pressure. You're just distracting it a little bit. And then as you do that, pull it back. Okay, so I don't know how well, let me kind of scoot forward here. So basically all I do is I put my thumb right in the joint where it would bend, okay, right on the top, okay? And then I just grab on and I give it a little pull and then pull it back, right? It's very it feels good. Actually, there's no pain at all. So I pull towards you and then I pull it back like I'm flexing it. So it's increasing that range. And I don't have as much as I typically do on this foot. It's a little bit tight. This foot is really, this is causing me back pain. This toe is a mess. And that's it right there. That's as far back as that one goes. I have a growth right over the joint, and that has caused me back pain for 25 years because it's forced me to really change my gait a lot. So I wish it was something I would have did a long time ago. I had it taken care of. But this one, I'm trying to save it, okay? And so I work as much as I can in that range of motion. So get your dorsiflexion down, adults, as you get older, especially if you were a really competitive athlete and you played on hard surfaces and stuff, and even if not, you weren't, you just, as you get older and you don't use that range as much, you're going to pay for that later. So make sure you have that ability
Just like I need to get into my hips, I need to get into my ankles as well. And I need to be able to do that with my feet straight ahead. So when I walk, I don't have to spin out and have my hip open to get over that leg, okay? So hey, get that foot, get that ankle, and feel better. All right, guys, we'll see you.